Coming to you live, it's the Baseball Card Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
The Baseball Card Hall of Fame uses arbitrary rules and personal whims in determining who to honor and who to snub. Therefore, like every other Hall of Fame, it's an elitist organization that lacks credibility. Now, welcome the president of the Baseball Card Hall of Fame, T-Shawn.
Thank you, Maggie. Our first inductee to the Baseball Card Hall of Fame is Lowell Palmer, 1970 Topps. That's a great-looking card. He kind of looks like a spy. He's at Shea Stadium. His name is in cursive. That even adds to the espionage feel. And other people have worn shades and cards. Ryan Duran, Ticovey, Jim Frey. Those are kind of embarrassing, actually. Even Lowell Palmer wore shades in other cards. Still, not as cool as 1970. This is just it, man. Up next. Now, you know I love my manager cards, so we got a manager from 1978, Bob Lemon. They have a photo from his playing days. He played for the Indians. He won at least 20 games, 7 seasons. He's a Hall of Famer. And then when he stopped playing, he started drinking. I mean, managing. When life gave Bob lemons, he made limoncello mojitos. Our next inductee into the Baseball Card Hall of Fame, from Hostess Twinkie Cards, it's Rusty Staub. I remember this card as a kid, and I noticed that they painted on a Mets hat, but they left the Expos logo. Oh, I was insufferable about it, too, like I was some great baseball card detective. Well, you can obviously see he's wearing an Expos jersey. Yeah, thanks, Encyclopedia Brown. Okay, up next, just like the Baseball Hall of Fame waiting for Ron Santos and Buck O'Neil to die before they let him in, I'm doing the same thing. Pat Corrales, he's dead. He can come in now. This card is a work of art. Dude, it's beautiful. I would put this up against George Seurat's Sunday Afternoon of Grand Jeté. That shitty painting. Any day of the week. Little dots. All right, it's a great painting. But I think Pat Corrales' card is better. That's what I'm saying. Our next inductee is Mr. Oscar Gamble. It's from 1976. This card is iconic. I actually prefer the card that came out in 75, the Cleveland Indians card. I like this one better, not just because of the ethnic slur. I like the pose, but you can't argue with the Trade It card. The afro's killing it. You got a painted on hat. And also, they painted on stripes on his uniform, which is wonderful. Plus, you got the headlines. Yankees take gamble on Oscar. Read all about it. Definitely in the inaugural class of the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. Our next inductee into the Baseball Card Hall of Fame is a football card. And I know you're thinking, that doesn't make sense. That would be like putting Dolly Parton in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Please welcome Dick Shiner. Dude, the name's too perfect. Come on. He's wearing his Cleveland Browns uniform, but this is a Steeler card. I actually went to a convention in Pittsburgh trying to get this card signed. And at the hotel, at the bar, I thought I saw him. And I went up to him and I went, Dick Shiner? And the guy goes, you must know me from college. That's what everybody at the dorm called me. And I was like, no, I thought you were the quarterback, Dick Shiner. And he was like, no, I was just a confused kid far away from home experimenting. And I was like, oh, sorry. And then he started crying, and I felt horrible. I let him give me a handy. Made him feel better. Okay, up next into the Baseball Card Hall of Fame, it's our first card from Fleer. It's Ken Griffey Jr. and Barry Bonds. It's taken at Wrigley. This is just historic. These guys were it. This would be like having Batman and Superman in the same comic book. Or if you're a Marvel guy, it'd be like having Spider-Man and probably another Spider-Man. It's a big drop-off after Spider-Man. Back to the card. Dude, it's just a cool card. These guys, there's a zeitgeist of the 90s, and these guys are it. Plus, I love to be able to say, Barry Bonds, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. Also, Roger Clemens, welcome to the Hall of Fame. Yeah, if that was Mike Stanley next to the Green Monster, he wouldn't be in. But you got 7 Cy Youngs. Who else? Got 700 home runs? Welcome aboard, A-Rod, to the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. And this is an okay shot. It would be even cooler if he was holding the card that is the card he's posing in, to where, like, if you zoomed in, you would see and you could keep zooming in till infinity, and then you would see the devil's face. That would have been cool. Even though he didn't have the best cards, Pete Rose, he had the most hits, so he's in the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. And then lastly, the Lifetime Achievement Award. It's for my Willie Mays and Sandy Koufax cards. You might not believe this, but when I was a kid, I carried these cards around in my pocket all the time. 2 years running, probably from 10 to 12. These are cool cards. And I don't care what they would be worth today if they were in mint condition. Wouldn't equal the joy and fun I had walking around with these. Yeah, I got a Willie Mays and a Sandy Koufax. Okay, that's the inaugural class of the Baseball Card Hall of Fame. There they are. That's a nice group of honorees. For Baseball Card Theater, I'm T-Sean. Peace.